Place is so nice. It is a... logically speaking, didn't Moon buy this place? So, I don't know. I don't think they seem to care wherever they are. If they're still alive, which I would assume they are and hope for. I don't know at this point. I'm still kind of working through my emotions on that. Alright. Hope the sun's home. Coming in. Alright, inside. Hello.
Burn, you stupid poster!
Ah, that must be the new, old, or whatever. I should
Get off my wall!
probably go introduce myself, since the last time I tried introducing myself to Old Moon before everything happened, I actually wasn't talking to the right one. Hello? Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Heard you yelling. You doing alright?
Yeah, sorry, sun's out. Earth, right?
Yep, that's me.
Cool. I'm the original Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, sorry for the yelling. This stupid poster won't come off.
Not a fan of The Flash?
No, it sucks after, like, season 4.
I see. I've never watched it, so,
It's an educational tale on how to tell a good story. AKA, don't follow what they did.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't... Yeah, hi. I didn't expect to meet you this soon. Honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were staying here, but now that I think about it, that makes sense that you'd be here.
Yeah, Sun filled me in on a bunch of stuff yesterday and then brought me here. Cats had a rebellion, and, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't really know where to start here. This feels awkward.
I'm trying not for it to be awkward. I'm very aware you're not the Moon that, attacked me and said hurtful things. And I've
but also I'm well aware that this same visage is the one that maimed you.
I will also say I'm kind of used to dealing with people who have the same face but different personalities. Like, for example, Solar and Eclipse. They kind of look similar, but they have their differences, and you have your differences.
I don't know who Solar is.
That's, well, you'll be meeting them soon once, Eclipse deals with that.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I believe we were going to meet before. Sun introduced me to you.
I remember hearing your name. I remember Creator had mentioned it.
Yeah, well, when me and Sun came back from that temple place, the ruins,
Right, the magic pool of mine.
yeah, I was introduced to you, but I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to Kill Code,
Right.
who was pretending to be you.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I've never really spoken to you, but I believe Sun thinks we have.
He wasn't full... Well, he was pretending to be me.
At least to Sun,
At that
yeah.
point, I was already kind of gone.
So I've never really met you. But
Yeah.
I believe... But what I'm trying to say is I think Sun thinks we have met because we... At least that one hello, so...
Yeah, that'd make more sense as to why he was saying we did meet. Okay.
To be fair, Kilco did ask that I not tell Sun that you were gone at that time, so I respected that. I didn't want to put that on his plate when Sun was already dealing with so much.
Right.
I feel like now would be... And then it honestly slipped my mind, so I feel bad not telling
Yeah,
him.
bringing that up now might be,
A bad idea.
Yeah, bad idea.
And also kind of pointless since you're here.
True. Well, I've been saying it was probably technically pointless for me to sacrifice myself to begin with, since Casey died.
Yeah, suppose so.
Kind of retroactively eliminated the entire purpose of my sacrifice.
Well, I mean, you gave him a chance to kind of do stuff. I mean,
I did, and from what I've heard, he did some good.
yeah, he did. He did. He was a good person.
So, it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I also heard that the other me said some rude things to you.
Yeah, I'll be honest, my relationship with that moon was, we were close. We talked a lot. Not like how me and Sun would talk. Me and Sun, we watched shows together and hang out a lot. Moon and I, we would just sit and talk about stuff, you know, like, so he knew a lot of my stuff.
I know I'm not him, and that's probably a good thing.
At the moment, yes.
But I'd like to get to know you.
Of course, yeah.
You're my sister, after all.
Yeah, I think we should get to know each other.
You want to go downstairs and sit?
Oh, yeah, we can probably do that. We don't have to be standing awkwardly, talking. Oh, no,
yeah.
Hold on, oh my, okay. You want to
Yeah, you're really tall.
Yeah, I can shrink myself. It's just, you know, I like being tall. It's kind of my whole thing. I was built to be tall. You want to go sit over here in, like, the dining area or something? Or, like...
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Up. There we go. This is good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll just start with basic introductions, aside from our names.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You already know I'm the original Moon.
I've heard a lot about you.
Yep. I've been gone for a little over a year at this point. Had a lot of headaches the other day because I had to get filled in on everything in a year. But, I am the tech guy. I'm the one that builds things. I'm pretty sure the other me was still that to a point.
Yeah, that was a whole thing, we talked about, me and... So, okay, let me ask, before I go into that, are you, like, the same person if I were to, like, tell you stuff they told me? I mean, I value confidentiality, and if someone tells me stuff, even if they wrong me, so, like...
I have no memories of him.
Okay, so I'll just keep it to myself, but
it's up to you.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but what I will say is that he did struggle with being you. So, like, that was a whole conversation. Now I'm talking to you, and, like, you know, it's crazy that we're here right now doing that.
Yeah, I probably didn't help with his whole comparison to me thing. Well, I said some things when he went into my head that.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was angry, and also that was still very, from my perspective, fresh from when I had sacrificed myself.
Well, yeah. I mean, were you like stuck, like? It's like reliving that, or like what was happening?
Wasn't reliving it.
Okay, good.
So imagine if we were outside, over in like the hot tub. I was sitting in the hot tub, looking out at the ocean, and that's it. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't like actively able to do anything. I was just looking at a sunset. Next thing I knew, another version of me's behind me.
Oh. That's kind of messed up.
I had mild, very, very mild awareness of things going on outside. Just like weird senses that maybe something was wrong, or I was anxious, more emotional stuff. And then Monty showed up, and I was told that he was hurting you guys.
Yeah.
And I got pretty mad pretty quick. When I had told him the things of sacrifice yourself if you need to keep them happy. Again, it was still fresh for me of what I had done.
Mm-hmm.
But still was wrong. But I don't know. I knew I made Son unhappy plenty of times. And there was probably definitely a couple of times Lunar was in a similar state. I mean, being stuck in my head and all.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even get to know you. So I wanted the new me to sacrifice himself. To do everything he could to keep our family happy.
Yeah, because you couldn't do it. Is that what we're getting at?
Less that I couldn't do it, more that I didn't.
Ah, I see. Okay, I'm following you there.
And I plan to rectify that. I've already told Son that I'm not going to hide things from him. I'm not going to give him orders.
If you need help talking with him, that I would like to help with that. I know it's hard to not
probably be great.
Yeah, it's hard to go from not communicating to communicating. So,
It's still really awkward talking with him right now.
I can imagine. Honestly, I think after everything we've all been through, I guess maybe we're all just kind of like, when will it end? The weird stuff that happens to us, but
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Things have always kind of been weird, from my perspective, at least.
Yes, but when I woke up, all I did was take care of our dad, and...
Ugh, the term dad for him is so gross.
Well, I've been trying to distance myself from it, but that's a whole other thing. But I took care of him, and then I was set out to go find you guys, and I helped Son, and I helped you, or the other you, then I helped Lunar.
I'm sorry, wait. You took care of him? How? He was a giant brain.
I assisted with projects. I would, get him in his pajamas. He does have pajamas. They're like little tube socks.
That's weird.
That's
not me judging you. That's me judging him. That's weird.
Well, he liked having fuzzy pajama stuff around his tendrils. So I'm like, yeah, it's my... He can't put them on himself.
That's an uncomfortable thought.
I would see it all the time. Now that I think about it, a lot of... Not that, but just a lot of stuff is kind of weird about back then.
Well, the creator is just weird.
Well, yeah, because he was telling
He's also just a flaming...
Yeah, I guess. Because...
Sorry, that's not me trying to project.
No, I get it. I don't know if you know, but I had a whole thing, where I found out, because he would tell me how much he loved me, and that I was his little daughter, and all that stuff. It was a lie. He didn't really mean any of it. But he did mean that I'm, like, his best creation, which we're, like, one of the best for the daycare stuff, so...
Right.
Not to brag about it, just pointing out that, just kind of like, that happened, and then, I watched Eclipse blow up, then,
Yeah, I heard that mentioned. So Lunar blew him up?
Yeah, he blew him up with star power, because he's part star. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's weird.
And then, I've been confiding in Moon this whole time about my insecurities and stuff because, that's what you do with family. I confide in him.
Right.
And I don't know what happened, but something... We offered him help because he was struggling, and he kind of threw a few of my insecurities in my face. So I'm like, I'm not going to forgive you for that, and that didn't mean I was going to disown him or anything. It's just like, you're my brother, but...
It hurt.
I think our relationships are going to be different from now on. I'm not going to confide in you, and I honestly don't want you to confide in me anymore because, that I don't feel like we're close anymore. Yeah, exactly. And then he's going to, I get kidnapped By the way, I've been kidnapped at this point by 3 different times.
Heard that mentioned briefly as well.
Yeah, so I'm kidnapped for the 3rd time by Blood Moon and Ruin, and I think my brother is here to save me, and he's like, no, I'm not here to save you. In fact, I don't really care if you die or not, because that's collateral damage, and I already said sorry for it. And I'm like, you can't just untie me and, like, fix me so I'm not paralyzed anymore, because I'm paralyzed at this point and chained to a wall. And even Ruin was like, that's kind of messed up, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's pretty.
yeah, like, I don't know. I at that point, I don't think he doesn't care about me, so like I don't want to care about him
at that point.
But it's kind of hard to not care about him because
Right.
you know I knew him, but I think something changed and I didn't see it change because I wasn't told about any change. You know what I mean? Like I can't help
Yeah.
anybody if they don't tell me about it. So
No, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
I'm
like
aware that that's the reason me and Son had a lot of problems is that I didn't talk to him enough.
that's why I've been pushing for communication. And I admit, sometimes I'm a hypocrite. Sometimes I don't communicate things. Like, for example,
There's
didn't
things that
communicate-
people want to keep quiet. That's always
Yeah,
going to happen.
I kept me being friends with Eclipse quiet from Lunar and Sun because I didn't want to hurt their feelings because Lunar was traumatized by Eclipse and killed by a version of Eclipse. This isn't the same version, and he
Right.
is different. And it's kind of, you know, I was kind of grappling with my own emotions. Like, am I really friends with the guy who blew up Lunar? But at the same time, Lunar
Right.
blew him up, so, like, what do I do? And then I know he hurt Sun and, like, all that stuff that happened. So
Yeah.
But, so I just didn't want to bring it up and, like, hurt them when my friendship with him is so different and separate from my relationship with them. So,
Right.
but, you know, I'm trying to be more communicative.
I mean-
I'm not perfect.
I mean, hey, I also don't like Eclipse, and that has its own reasons. Again, I also woke up, met this new one,
Mm-hmm.
and don't like him. I don't want to talk to him, truthfully.
That's fair. You
But-
don't have to. Mm.
Yeah, but you being friends with him, he hasn't hurt you, so whatever.
Yeah, no, he hasn't hurt me, and honestly, he was one of the people who noticed that Moon was acting weird. Like, he brought it to my attention, and I brought it up to Sun and Lunar.
Yeah, he'd know.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he honestly thought I could talk sense into Moon, and was surprised when I couldn't, because Moon was a lost cause at that point.
Yeah.
But, you know, aside from all of that, aside from me, by the way, sorry for just dumping all that on you.
You're fine.
I do look forward to getting to know you better, because this, I think, is a nice fresh slate for me and for you. Honestly.
Yeah. I guess on a lighter topic.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies?
I like knitting, crocheting, baking, cooking, arts and crafts. I'm getting into doll collecting, puzzles. I like puzzles. I
I
like
love puzzles.
embroidery. Oh, puzzles. We can do puzzles together.
I've also been interested in like knitting and stuff.
Really? Huh? That's really cool.
It was something that I had a mild interest before. I just like making stuff. That's the reason I'm such the science guy.
Yeah.
That's why I made the portal and stuff, because I was able to go to other places and see the weird things that exist in other dimensions. And then that portal caused tremendous amounts of problems.
Yeah, I think, well, you know, me and Solar had like a knitting circle, aka a knitting line, because we didn't have anybody to knit with us, but,
Right.
you know, when he comes back, if he's the same, and if he's still interested in knitting, maybe we could do a knitting triangle.
That'd be nice.
Get it? Because there'd be like 3 of us, and that would make a
Right.
triangle.
No, I get it. That's pretty funny.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Cool.
Yeah, no, I'd like that.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
This still feels a little awkward.
It does, especially because I don't know how to segue into the next thing. So you know what I might do? I I might get started on lunch. Do you want anything to eat?
That's the thing that I forgot, apparently, that I did, is I do eat.
Yeah.
I mainly eat metal, but I haven't tried actual food yet.
You eat metal?
I eat bolts.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I used to, but I've had a craving for food, and Sun said that I did eat bolts before, but I tried doing that, and that didn't work. So, let's try real food.
Okay, yeah.
Because I've kind of just been sitting here hungry for the last, 24 hours.
Okay, you didn't, make a bowl of cereal or anything? Or did you want, a
I'm gonna
nice
be honest,
first meal?
I don't know how to cook.
Oh, you don't know how to pour cereal in a bowl?
Is it weird to say I don't know how to eat that stuff?
Fair enough. Would you like a nice, let's get you started on something simple. I'll make you a grilled cheese.
Sure.
Do you like cheese? I mean, you know what? You don't know. So I'll grill
I
you
don't
with
know
cheese.
what I like.
We'll start small with a grilled cheese, and then eventually I'll work us up to a steak. Because, a steak would require a knife, and a sandwich you just hold in your hands and eat with your mouth. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'll get started on a grilled cheese.
Do you got any shows and stuff you prefer?
Oh, I'm thinking, I don't know. You pick. I'm just gonna, do whatever.
What about Barbie?
Yeah, I'm cool with Barbie.
All right. I'll pull up. I think I remember watching Princess and the Pauper once.
Did you like Princess and the Pauper?
It was pretty good.
I'm gonna hug you. Is that okay?
Sure. I'm not very used to it, but...
Thank you. We're gonna watch Princess and the Pauper.
Yeah, sure. I'll be up in the game room, I think is what someone called it.
I'll quickly grill you with cheese.
Okay. He's gonna put a slice of cheese on a grill. I don't know what a grilled cheese is.